Welcome to the new location for the Pump House here, the fill station here for the Pump House. I'm here with Angela Holden, and we're going to be talking about the best Caesar in town. We're, in a couple of minutes, going to be able to taste some of these Caesars. It's going to be delicious, but we've got a champion here in terms of the Caesar. So we're going to talk about that. Angela Holden, first of all, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yes, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So we're going to talk Caesars.
Yes.
Hail Caesar here for the next few minutes. So just a little bit first for the people who don't know, what exactly is a Caesar? What is in a Caesar? What is it?
All right. Well, the most important thing about a Caesar is your Mott's Clamato juice, obviously.
Of course.
It is a clam-based cocktail. It's a national cocktail for Canada. We make over 400 million a year in Canada, so we do quite well at drinking back our Caesars here. It's a national pastime, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Canada's 150.
Nice.
So what got you into bartending? Because of course this is kind of where it all leads to. So what was your start? How did you get into it?
I think my mother had 6 children, so she didn't have to make her own Caesars. So I started training quite young.
And the start was there. Mm-hmm. So there you go. So at what point did you look through your bartending career and say, I make a pretty good Caesar?
I'd say I was probably 19 when I was like, you know what, I think I got this. I think I can make the best Caesar in town. So.
And that was as it started. And 2 Best Caesar in Town awards for Pump House Brewery and Angela here.
Yes.
For the Caesars. So what was that competition like? What was the first time you got in there for that competition and you're seeing all these people up against all these people and get the best Caesar? What was it like?
Well, going into it, I was like, you know what? I think that I can do this. I think I can win it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it my best go and see what happens.
Yeah, in it to win it. And was there anything super memorable about either time? I mean, obviously you came away with an award, but...
Both. Amazing competition. The greatest thing about Caesars is anything that you like and enjoy, you can put into your Caesar and incorporate it. So if you love cilantro, get it in your Caesar. If you love cumin, rim with you. Anything that you enjoy. A lot of people were going to bring up the whole pineapple on your pizza type of thing. Some people make it with fruit juice. I'm a no pineapple on my pizza type of girl, so that doesn't work for me.
All right, so there's a lot of differences in your Caesar making, and does every bartender, every spot kind of have a little different one, or?
You have your traditional Caesars, and then you have your above and beyond
your
Caesars.
Wild side Caesars.
That's right.
Right.
If you like it hot, add some more spice. Don't be afraid to play with your food, no matter what your parents told you.
So obviously there's a lot of different varieties of Caesar then. So what would be in your traditional Caesar, just for reference?
In a traditional Caesar, you're going to use your Mott's Clamato traditional spice rim. You're going to rim it with that. You're going to throw in some vodka. You're going to throw in 4 shots of the Worcester, 4 shots of the Tabasco that you like. And then salt and pepper is your major key. So people forget about the salt and pepper. You also want to get some lemon or lime in there. You need that acidity to bring forward the rest of the taste.
All right, so that's the little tips. We're going to go over how you make a Caesar in just a couple of minutes. So this Best Caesar in Town competition, it is coming, the 2017 edition, by the way. Pump House is hosting it coming up later this year, which is going to be awesome. And if you haven't checked out this place here at the Pump House, the fill station, it's sweet. It's the same place where they brew it. You can't miss the silos in the front, and come drop on by and try all the fresh beer. They're catching on to the Crowler and the Growler, the whole system that's going on there. So you can come in here and get your fresh beer. 18 plus, by the way. So your tips here, get a piece of paper, get your notes, get your pen and paper, write it down. But if you're under 19, just save that until you can, and then try it out. So we're going to make a Caesar. So take us through every step, take us through the whole thing. Let's see, how does an award winner make a Caesar?
All right. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of a different Caesar variation for you here today. So what I'm going to do is an antipasto Caesar.
Okay.
My whole idea behind the antipasto Caesar was to do a appetizer with your Caesar as your welcome drink. You've got everything taken care of all in one shot. So I'm going to do things a little bit different. What I like to do is everybody rims with a lemon and lime, which is fantastic. But I like to throw a little bit of dill pickle in there. It's going to give you that nice little bit of zest. And then I go back over get that citrus in there for you.
There we go. Citrus is important.
Citrus
especially
is
in these
very
summer
important.
months. It's very important.
Yeah, we don't need scurvy.
No.
This is how you prevent scurvy right here and now.
Scurvy is a bad time.
So, once you get a nice little base on there, you just want to roll it into your rimmer. So in my rimmer right now, I have your traditional Mott spice. I have some steak spice, and I've zested just a little bit of lime in there for it. It gives you a nice pop of color, and it also brings forward that nice zestiness to open up your taste buds.
All right.
Next most important ingredient is your ice.
There we go. Get the ice in there.
Get the ice in there. That's right. Be my guard here.
There we go. Ice, very important. You want a cold one.
Ice is very important. Nobody wants to be taking their first sip out of a warm Caesar. You also don't want to water it down. So if your ice is melting, make sure you strain it out a little bit. Then we're going to hit her with some leaf herons. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's some very scientific counting of the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, thank you.
Some good measurement.
Let's get rid of this. Then I'm going to do the smoked Tabasco. I really like the Chipotle smoked Tabasco. I find it brings things nice and forward. I like it spicy. Do you like it spicy?
I love it spicy.
All right. So we're going to throw in some bacon taco hot sauce just to make it a little bit more fun.
It's like the combination of everything I love. Bacon, tacos, and hot sauce.
I know.
Putting it all together. It's great.
It's like Mike's dream come true over here. So what I've done is I've actually pre-prepared, because I like to take my basil, you just throw your leaves in. I like to use a mortar and pestle. I find that way you're really releasing the oils. I've thrown some fresh jalapeno in there because we know we like it spicy. You want to throw a good chunk of lemon in there. I'm going to use that at a later date. And all you want to do, guys, is really get in there. You want to bash, and it does spit out of here.
Here, we'll get another look there. Right there. Bash that up medieval
you
style.
actually want to beat this pretty hard, and then you want to get it down to a nice fresh grind. Most people will actually use a muddler, and they'll do it actually in the glass. I find it releases more of the oils when I do it this way. So I've pre-prepared a batch.
Okay.
I've thrown in an ounce of pickle juice because that opens up things and adds some things. So that's always
Spice of
fun.
life. Always good.
So nice and fresh and green and beautiful is what we're looking for. You want to get that in the glass. I always put the spice in before I put anything else in. I find it soaks into the ice and it leaves it nice and fresh in there. Don't forget your alcohol.
That's important. Remember, kiddies, 19 plus.
You can do it without the alcohol for those under.
Yes.
So we're going to throw in a nice shot there. And I'm going to have to pop around the corner and grab me a Clamato. Lots of different types of Clamato you can grab. I like to go with the original because I've already thrown enough spice in that. This is where I'm going to put you to work. So if you want to give that a nice stir for me.
There we go. Personally stirred. Put it all up and in there.
You got it. And if you want to stir mine as well, that'd be fantastic.
I will. And while we're there, how exactly did it come out that the Caesar is Canada's drink? How was that determined?
Well, in 1969, it was invented in Calgary. Same year that Mott's Clamato came out with their mix. And it was invented by a man who loved pasta vongole.
Okay.
And he wanted to create his own beverage. So that's how it all came about.
There's some ambition.
A little bit of ambition. Ambition, good timing, and a little bit of adventure. Remember, play with your food. So, as I told you, you're going to get an appetizer with your cocktail today.
All right.
On here, I've done a little bit of olives, a little bit of bocconcini, some prosciutto, some fresh basil. It's gonna sit very well with what we already have in the glass. And I think that's about it. I think we're good to go.
All right, so that is an award-winning Caesar.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's how you make an award-winning Caesar right there. A little bit spicy, but a nice little mix to it. We're going to give him a shot. So, Angela, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for the Pump House for having us as well. And bottoms up. Award-winning. So, Angela Holden, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more on Hub City Now.